What is dark social and why do you need to know about it? Dark social is a term that was coined by Alex Madrigal in the Atlantic magazine in 2012. There's a lot of data that we have available to us when we are marketing our business. We can look at the analytics for our website. We can look at engagement on our social channels. But there's a lot of data out there that we don't have access to. Dark social is where humans are communicating and socializing through private channels and in conversation. This is where brand awareness and referrals really happen. Businesses spend quite a bit of time, energy, and expense trying to get as much data as they can about those interactions. But this dark social could be anywhere between 70 and 80% of the social shares of your brand. So what does this mean? What do you do with this information? When you're looking at marketing ROI and considering how you can best measure the impact of your marketing efforts, there are some dangers. The dangers of over-measuring your marketing activities is that you can spend a ton of money flushing out analytics that are actually pretty meaningless and really a waste of time. They can create a lot of burnout for your marketing team. Another danger of over-measuring is that you might accidentally confine your marketing activities just to those that are measurable. And that means that you are leaving out that engagement that could be 70 or 80% of your opportunities. When you take a look at your customer's journey, here we have typical customer's journey or sales funnel. That dark social is critically important in the very first step, everyone's first step of becoming aware of your brand. And it's also very important at the very bottom of the funnel when people are in a position to advocate for your brand. These two are important because in terms of awareness, it's everyone's first step. Every one of your customers have to make that first step. And when people are in the position to advocate for you, this is the least expensive lead. In these two areas, dark social are so important to making sales. And a little bit about comparing the role of the marketing department and the role of your sales team in this customer journey by taking a look at the activities that are important to leading your customer through this path. You can see that marketing is relevant all the way through. And it's important that they're putting content out there and creating engagement that is available for those dark social conversations. And it's also important that marketing is involved in helping those customers and those people who are in a position to advocate for your brand, that they have the material they need and the information. And when sales is really critical to bring in, it's when that client or that potential customer is close to being ready to making a purchase. And they need to have those details about your product and the next steps. And the experience that your customer has with the sales, having that information available to them, will help retain those clients and give the sales team the opportunity to provide and offer additional services or products. You can take a lesson from Google on this topic. Now, as you know, Google makes its money from ads and people clicking on ads. In looking at the search results, you can do these experiments yourself. You can see that Google is aware of what people, when they are just doing that exploratory search. The awareness phase is critical, like we talked about, but they don't put ads there because for the people, for the businesses posting those ads, impressions and even clicks are so meaningless at this early phase. They don't give enough information about the intention of the viewer at this early point because that viewer is still in the early phase of discovery. And you can see this when you do a search for a beautiful village in Spain. Now, when you do search for a beautiful village in Spain, this is a really broad search. And as you scroll through, you will notice that there are no ads presented to me as the searcher. What you will see are many blog articles about beautiful towns in Spain, 18 must-visit Spanish villages. And this is content that is created and published by businesses who are hoping to get visitors to their site so that they can promote their services. But you'll notice that Google has not put up any ads because it knows I'm in the early phase of my search and I might not even be going to Spain. I might not even be going to Europe. I'm still searching. But if I click on one of these, if I click on, for example, 20 of Spain's most beautiful villages, I come to a website that is going to be serving me ads. And what you'll find is that most of those top results are also going to be providing you ads. And so as I start to search through this site, I will start to view ads for businesses that have you can't make a purchase right away. It takes some thought. And they know that, advertisers know that. So they are putting up ads that are really brand awareness ads. And Google is showing them to me because Google knows I'm still kind of in the discovery phase. But if I do a little bit more of a deeper search and I start looking specifically for tours in Spain, then if you scroll to the bottom, I will start to see ads. And if I do specifically search for tours in a city, then I start to see the Google My Business results, and I also start to see ads. So what I'm wanting to illustrate to you is that Google, which has, they have no budget for these, they recognize that there is a lot that goes on in these early discovery phases, this early awareness phase, and they're not even bothering to show ads. They're not even bothering to provide data like that to companies doing ads because they know it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. So the end of the story is that there's a lot that goes on that you can't measure, but it's critically important that you allow your marketing team and encourage your marketing team to be creating content that is going to be a part of that conversation. And the way of doing that is identifying content pillars for your business. And I can tell you more about that in another video, but I hope this has been informative, and I really enjoyed talking about dark social with you.